Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and amazing, spectacularly wondrous Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda, hero of Reich, defender of the fatherland, king of kings, god, emperor of mankind, vox populi of the downtrodden? Probably not. Anyways, I'm probably more the vox populi, the one treading down on them. Anyways. Off here to 1v1 on Faymonville Approach in the north of this IncaUna, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland, here with Blitzkrieg, German infantry, and Jaeger infantry with triple anti-tank embosons. He definitely wants some punch in his anti-tank guns, doesn't he? Versus the south, it is Bulat, fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union. Comrade Stalin here with defensive, featuring light anti-tank guns, heavy mortars, advanced fortifications, heavy machine guns, anti-tank overwatch for anti-tank grenade range, T-70 and mine bulletins. Double concept engineer for Bulat, double grenadier MG4 to the IncaUna. Also very big thanks to Jakub for pledging on Patreon, support the Propagandacast. Also very big thanks to Raz Blaze for his generous donation to the Propagandacast. Big round of applause to both. You too can join the heroic examples and follow in the wake of my own personal company heroes by either pledging on Patreon yourself or donating. Links in the description. Always comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button. Engineers here suffering the wrath of the Wehrmacht is quickly right here around the centre here as IncaUna delivers a vicious fusillade of fire. Concentrating in north here by the northern field point here, as it's quite clear as IncaUna is going to try and secure the compartment centre south. And Bulat, of course, will probably try and outmaneuver this, put pressure on it, but also to grab more in the north here. We got more grenadiers on the way here for IncaUna. Bulat, I imagine we're going for another conscript squad here. And there you go, MG42. They're actually being utilised a bit aggressively here by IncaUna. Thumbs up. As always, when it comes to using the MG42, I would always say using it a bit more aggressively is typically better. You want to use it actively. In fact, German infantry doctrine had the MG42, even the heavy machine gun, as being an aggressive element. That is the tripod version. You know, an aggressive element for attacking. So, fun fact there. Anyways, third con squad almost done there for Bulat. IncaUna there with a, I imagine, third grenadier squad. They could surprise us all with the second MG42, a mortar, or a sniper. Scavenging around the south here. Up north here, could threaten here some of IncaUna's rear lines. There you go, third grenadier on the way. Scavenging around the car pod here, close to IncaUna's base. As in the south here, he's just going to try and flank, sneak up on the MG42 perhaps. Maybe not. We got grenade upgrades there for Bulat. Thumbs up. Means Molotovs and anti-tank grenades. We got the constant about that maneuvering here. There you go. Going straight for IncaUna's car pod there. Ceasing. Oh, no, it doesn't. And said, oh, one of the grenadiers, they might go for the car pod. Always sensing weakness. Bulat goes for it like a shark goes after blood. And of course, the eventual prey. Where the blood is coming from. So, definitely a great play there by Bulat. Really just highlights the power of the Soviets and the understanding of the field here. IncaUna forced retreat here. Taking out's going to have to launch a counterattack swiftly. That is going to have to attack northward swiftly. Either way, he needs to make a decision swiftly here versus Bulat. Swiftness is the key here. Sandbag fighting position of Bulat is prepared to receive the German counterattack head on. In fact, several sandbag playing position here. Will IncaUna attack head on? He's looking like he's splitting up the effort. Possibly this is actually just a diversion to keep Bulat's attention focused on him to make the bigger push in the north. I don't know, but either way, Bulat is now managed within the first 4 minutes to grab almost the entire map. Solid push there again. Thumbs up to Bulat. Up north here, going for the fuel pot, pushing back the engineers. Consequently by the heavy cover. And definitely a tough situation here for IncaUna to break through, simply because again there's so much heavy cover here naturally already. And then if Bulat just and sandbag flank position here, it becomes even harder for IncaUna to break through here. So heading northwards instead, where there's, well, a lot fewer Soviet infantrymen and also a lot less naturally occurring heavy cover for Bulat to utilise against IncaUna as he pushes forward. Seems like he's also made a breakthrough here, so getting a bit risky in some ways. I mean, he's making progress in 2 places, but as the Wehrmacht, that can always quickly turn around. We've got Bartwire here on the sandbags, very good. Supporting company out for Bulat. Still some A command pod away from being able to call anything else in. Yet to see any doctor here from IncaUna. Mine hit here by the MG42, taking some heavy losses. Contact right there as well. Bulat looks like he's more interested in just attack again rather than trying to defend. Makes sense. Up north here, points being seized by IncaUna. Spawn company almost done. Pioneers round the conscript. MG42 then moving back for reinforcements. Could go for a Pentagon squad. Could also say go for this and go for 250-1 half-tech. Probably won't, but he could do it. So good pushback here by IncaUna. No mines here from Bulat. Didn't have time for that. flame for some engineers. Nice upgrade as always. Northern victory point being seized. Got the point there. Engineers pushing forward, Grenadiers pushing them back. Very good. Comes going for the Grenadiers by the sun fuel.
Enemy forces are securing our
Bit of skirmishing there. And before forcing up against Engineers in the centre. Grenadiers flanking from the north. Grenadiers with the Engineers. MB4 repositioning a bit. I'd like to make a nice company for IncaUna. Rifling it off. MB4 forcing up here against the conscripts. Troops reinforcing. And there you go. Bulat's definitely a tight position. Then we got the tank train coming up. That's not too tight really. Again, he's still got the initiative, I think, in some ways. Can start calling a line to tank if he gets pressured here by too fast by the armoured car, or say a flame for a half track. Can of course also call in heavy machine gun. In theory, could also call in the heavy mortar, though he's not likely to do that. Meanwhile, up north, he's made great success as once by IncaUna shift towards the south, again towards what I call the compartment. You've basically got this sort of area here, effectively like enclosed with most of the stone walls here, but also the building here, creating a sort of defensible compartment. Can also extend into the southern victory point there as well. And whoever controls this tends to have an easier time of it to a degree, depending on the opponent. Disco hand machine gun out there, armoured car out there, medic bunker as well there for IncaUna. Very good. Machine gun in the centre. Gunner is going point here in the south. Might want to lay down some telemines if possible. 2 command points for IncaUna, but no sign of doctrine yet. Armoured car rushing forwards. Go straight for the counter, then engaging with the autocannon. Gunner is providing support here. But no clear idea as to what he's planning for. German infantry, I think, would be a good choice, but arguably so could Jaeger Infantry. I mean, now that here would be a wrong choice, I suppose, in how he then actually makes use of them. Coming towards the engineers, they're suppressing them. Blitzkrieg, of course, has some other advantages and longer matches, but you know, I'm personally more of a German infantry man. Up north, Gunnish once more pushing forward here. Could risk more mines in there. We do see Bulat laying down mines. In fact, he's laying down the anti-personnel mines. 2 thumbs up there. And IncaUna does commit to Jaeger Infantry, calling some Jaeger Command Squad. Should probably all think of some G for defeating the Grenadiers as they benefit from it, but we shall see. T-Sim leather for Bulat. Great choice there for him. Of course, going to be a nasty thing there for IncaUna to deal with. He's going to need either multiple armoured cars or a Pack 40 to have a better chance of dealing with that one. That, of course, some telemines to bait it into, but so far, none of that here for IncaUna. He's almost wiped out with the Grenadiers. The Rafnate almost took out the entire lot. Fresh squad heading northwards there, reinforced. And there we go. Jaeger Command Squad to the contract, of course, signalling to Bulat immediately that IncaUna has gone for Jaeger Infantry. I mean, there's absolutely no mincing about there. Like, you know, if you see Jaeger Command Squad, you know your opponent's gone for Jaeger Infantry. It's absolutely iconic and exclusive to the doctrine. Against the counters there, right in the south here. Armour car sitting out there for IncaUna. Taking some heavy fire there from the disc, which is now been set up there by Bulat to come to the southern field point. Good play there. Definitely a bit of a pain in the pursuit there for IncaUna. Of course, adds another challenge for him to deal with here. As Bulat, of course, is raining down more death. And there you go, T-Sim now into the mix here. Covers shatter, and the Jaeger Command Squad could have popped a smoke grenade, by the way. There'd been no side, I think, by IncaUna. But then again, too much going on elsewhere. I can't fault him for it. Too much. But, yeah. Anyways, comes there routing the Rabba, the Grenadiers, armor car repairs. T-Sim is sending out there for Bulat. Pack 40 in the way there for IncaUna. Pack 40 almost, and then we go to the firing away. T-Sim going for it. Could have tried popping the Incendiary. I'm piercing out the lobs, been a bit ambitious here by IncaUna. But Bulat just really maintaining initiative again. The T-Sim is such a powerful tool for just gaining initiative, just hitting your opponent hard and punishing them if they don't have anti-tank weapons. We do have the Pack 40 out now here for IncaUna, but the situation's definitely a bit tight here as Bulat looks to make it even tighter. Going to use armored car as the T-70. Large shots there through the sidearm with the autocannon, doing some damage to the T-70. That said, we can clearly see IncaUna is a bit cautious here about getting hit by a conscript out of nowhere, in which case his armored car's going to be toast. Just going south, Engineers routed. Could do with a mortar to clear out that machine gun. That could be an easy pick. Plus, on a map like Faymonville Approach, mortars just generally tend to be a very good investment. Anyways, we'll have to see here what IncaUna goes for. Default using the gun is, I think, would be a great investment. Still, he's going for light machine guns and ambush camouflage, which definitely isn't bad either. Nice combination there. Nice bit of burst damage, but he really needs to get some fuel soon here and get it out of his opponent's hands, because Bulat is going to probably just start burning him in T-34 some 6s, which is going to be less than great here for IncaUna. Mines down here for Bulat, very good. Center seized by the conscripts, grabbing the southern point of the Grenadier. But certainly a lot of maneuvering here above. Players are looking to catch the other player off guard and, you know, sneaking things there. And we get a mortar for Bulat, 2 thumbs up. And again, on a map like Faymonville Approach, a mortar is a great choice there. That's going to be a really powerful choice there. It's going to be really, I think, awkward for IncaUna to deal with. In the south again, we got the disco there. Looks like he either forgot about it or something else. Maybe he was expecting it to have been removed, but Bulat clearly had no interest in that. Getting the northern field point here behind things in the south are looking pretty violent. He's being cut to ribbons by the conscripts. Hit a mine here as well, trying to flank the disco, and then getting further turned to, well, mincemeat there. We got rifle grenades galore being unleashed against the machine gun crew there. But even like 2 of them is going to be insufficient to really deter, I think, Bulat from staying around for much longer. Armoured car could try and rush down to support, but of course that means the northern is a bit exposed, and highlights a bit right now the issue here for IncaUna, which is rather aggressively extended. And like so, I think a sufficiently large mobile reserve to really like connect these 2 pushes. Like 1 armoured car, I mean, say it had 2 armoured cars, or a half track with infantry could rush back and forth. I think it could work out for IncaUna, but just 1 armoured car, he just doesn't have, like, shall we say, enough cavalry to really, like, you know, connect the 2 elements here and make them work. So we'll have to see what he does next. Could consider soon taking out, and so could Bulat, of course. He could also consider going for another T-7, just trying to, like, you know, kill IncaUna before he gets, like, any armor. Second pack 40 here for IncaUna, another Panzerabwehrkanone 40, highlighting either a plan to really stall for something, or he's really concerned about Soviet armor. Which of the 2, though, is certainly hard to say there. That's going through IncaUna's mind. Anyways, in the south, he's been fought with minesweepers. IncaUna's yet to lay down any mines, but Bulat here, being the sensible player is, of course, is not taking any chances with that. Goes for the constant center, nice mortar off, they don't have much cover. Still, IncaUna is making progress with Bulat. He is pushing them back, and he's sort of gaining some control of the front line here from the Soviets. But that could all come tumbling down very rapidly if he's not careful. Got it in the T-70 field gun with Bulat. This is 3 divisional field gun. He's grabbed the southern victory point. Very good. Thumbs up. G43s and the Grenadiers. Mix of light machine guns and G43s. Not bad, not bad. Another push for the center gun is dodging mortar fire from Bulat's mortar. Finishes the conscripts, catching them in a really good position here. As the conscripts giving their cover, as you might notice, is actually outmaneuvered here, so they don't actually get the cover bonus even from that angle, so that's pretty great there for IncaUna. The Molotov, of course, is a bit of a socialist parting gift, and the gunners need to get out of there before they burn out. In fact, that squad probably should just be pulled back for reinforcement healing. Could try and use the field first aid here, but I think it's too close to the front line to really make it work, particularly moving forwards. But looks like here, IncaUna is putting that a bit more high, just getting some damage in there. No textile from him, and neither from Bulat, and you see could possibly get wiped. It's going to be helpful there for IncaUna. There you go. Ooh, the flamethrower got dropped too as well. That's just an extra little, you know, surprise gift. Look, Jürgen, Überraschung. Hey, this gives me an idea for a chocolate egg once the war is over. My God, Fritz, you're a genius. Yeah. Armor getting the conscript, and he's up in front of it as they push forwards. Fielding flying away there at the armoured car. Up north got the point there being seized by the Grenadiers. Coming northwards there. Back here, reinforcements, healing, still no take here from him. The night there for Bulat. Again, I'm starting to get the impression that IncaUna might be trying to stall for tier 4. Maybe. I could be wrong though. I mean, sometimes you never know with certain players. T-7 rolling up here for Bulat, and the Red Army gun is reinforcing. Here come up with the conscripts. Means we're going to the T-70. Like they would certainly benefit from taking up soon here. Machine. Oh dear, that's not a great position to be in here. That is not a great position. I think that IncaUna realises once it comes under fire. Final attack there for IncaUna. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Yeah, come out towards the counter up north here. Nasty loss to the Molotov. And once more Bulat, we can see he's just in a really strong position, holding multiple points. And he's just further, you know, digging in with mines. Making it much harder here for IncaUna, like making an easy comeback versus Bulat. Solid play there, Bulat. And certainly one of the things you always need to keep in mind, if you're actually like ahead on the map, mine the stuffing out of the map. Like really, just remember to mine, because some players, you know, actually gain the advantage on the map, and then they forget to mine, at which point it makes it very easy for the opponent just like, you know, shove back. But if there's mines, the risk, you know, losing men, vehicles getting damaged, engines, and all that can really just slow down their advance, and they might even then get paranoid, which means even like you then suddenly have nothing to defend, they become even more passive, and they don't exploit like any openings because the mines simply terrify them. So mines, you know, serve really multiple purposes, in particular when you're ahead, which again is not necessarily when you can think about it, but it's really crucial there actually to lay down mines once you're ahead. So good play there by Bulat. 2 thumbs up. He's also got his own tech on the way there. Mechanized Armor Company. Uncast the consoles here. Do we get the Supremo Core, or what does IncaUna go for here? Does it go for tier 4? Damage anything armored car again. Still, IncaUna needs to work on the field because Bulat's getting a lot of fuel unlike him. And that could really become a problem there for IncaUna very fast. In fact, it likely will. That's not a matter of could, it's a matter of when. Anyways, Mechanized Armor Company almost done. Means almost got the fuel for 2 T-3476s. Pioneers there. Can set the Supremo Cop. I mean, he was planning tier 4. He definitely needs to get that going as soon as well. Like, he needs to like, logistically set that up. But I think also start to lay down mines in preparations, because Bulat's not going to, like, you know, go slow on his tank acquisition. He's going to be like, you know, full pethel, comrades. Get me every T-34 east of Magnitogorsk in this sector now. Okay. Looks like IncaUna is not planning on that. Thankfully for his sake and our sake. So Paul McCart there. T-3476 on there for Bulat. Very good. Holding the northern part of the Grenadier. Should also, of course, remember to upgrade the grenades with the flamethrower or something. G45 could be a nice sort of working element there. But no, light machine also works too, just in a remember to upgrade in the first place. Now see the T7 on the Grenadier squad almost wraps it up, but at least keeps the fuel out of the hands there of IncaUna in the south there. Mine goes off with the MU42. T-34-36 almost done. IncaUna can then go for a Panther 4. Which certainly would be, I think, very efficient choice at the moment. Got the conscript force there for Bulat towards the centre victory point, and there you go, Panther 4 on the way for IncaUna. Northern fuel being seized by the Frontovics, ace level. Got the double pack force in reserve. I think they should be moved more towards the centre, perhaps, rather than be all the way up there. I feel like that has some slight risks involved. Anyways, T-34 out there for Bulat, 18-minute mark. Could have had that out sooner, to be honest, but here we are. Definitely a bit sloppy there, I would say, by Bulat. At least from our perspective. Of course, there may be some details I'm missing out there, so I could get it up and going sooner. But, you know, from a pure timing perspective, he could have had it out sooner. Pentaform is done. North here, Jaeger Command on top of the engineers. More important, though, with the T-70. In the south here, machine overwhelmed. It's got the T-34 rushing forwards. Anti-tank guns, as you might notice, are all the way up here, so they can't easily assist. They've been more, say, around the centre position. At least, you know, rush northwards or southwards, depending on the needs. And there you go, Panther 4 for IncaUna. Then you go down the centre, got mortar firing down there. Again, Bulat's mortar already at Veterancy 2 with 4 kills. Very good stuff there. Unless you're the Germans, in which case you're probably best on that. Panther 4 shoots, misses the T-34. More mines going off here, at least some explosions going off. Assuming the T-34 doing so a bit cautiously to avoid, you know, mines and damaged engines, and then getting hammered by anti-tank guns. There you go, Bulat already got another T-34-6 on the way. Maintaining his timings now, very good. And certainly another problem for IncaUna to then deal with. That said, I'm not entirely sure if going for double pack force was the best move. He's going to go for the Panther 4 as fast as he did. Anyways, we're probably getting headed out a bit sooner. And I think more infantry would have served him better here versus Bulat. Or a mortar. In fact, mortar would probably be the better choice there instead of the second Pack 40. A mortar would probably be the superior choice in my opinion. Going to the far, still got the disco there. Lining up a defensive position around the centre. Bulat is ready to repulse another German attack. And there you go. Second T-54 joining in with the front line here. Panther gets a nice hit on the T-54. North the armoured anti-tank and armoured car and a Jaeger command got to push back the T-70. Seems like the centre is where Bulat is really going to focus here. Grenadier advancing. Cut with G for the fleets and the Flammenwerfer. Very good. And we got the heavy machine gun team there joining in, but they're going to take him much heavy damage. There's the conscripts that we've already upgraded with the mobilised research, and we get a cover bonus. So that's great there for Mr. IncaUna. Great there for Bulat. T-54 dodges pack shots and whatnot. We got 300 for 439. Armoured covers the conscripts. Still going forwards to the front line once more. T-54 engaging the Jaeger command squad there, blasting away this main gun. And the centre pioneers advancing. Up north, Panther 4 moving ahead with pack support. Going to try and drive out those socialist devils. And far south, going from 14 mile in the south, we still got the disco there. I feel like Bulat could try and be more active with it, but at the same time, considering how IncaUna's like, you know, not making much progress elsewhere, and seems to keep forgetting about it and not trying to counter it, I think it's sort of safe there, but I feel like she's still doing a bit more with it. But anyways, Panther 4 with the damage engine caught with the T-54, shoots, whiffs the shot, and then going to the other end here of the map, they got the T-54 going for the Grenadiers there. Stug hier für IncaUna. Eine Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausführung G. A solid tool if you can use it correctly. You definitely should get 2 of them though. So they tend to work really well in pairs. Moving force there. Comes Corti. Stug halfway done for IncaUna. Also, if he then commits to that many pack 40 again, the Stug also just feels a bit like the down pack 40s just feels a bit strange. Like if I knew I was going to go for Stugs, I definitely wouldn't commit to double pack 40s. Again, I'd probably commit to more infantry or mortars. So I feel like there's a slight gap here, I think, in or some minor gaps in IncaUna's strategy that could cause some misalignments. Anyways, pushing forward here. IncaUna trying to slow down with the artillery strike, but Bulat really doesn't care about that. And there you go. Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausführung G. Gefechtsbereit for IncaUna and the German army. Early model, by the way. You can tell from the gun mantle there, which is more blocky and not rounded. Later models do will have a more rounded mantle. And, colloquially known as the Saukopf, though apparently the Germans did not call it that. At least that was not the official. Anyways, adding the Pinmark machine gun, which was also another way you can tell from early from late model. Late models had more like similar to what the heads had with the Rundumsfeuer Maschinengewehr, which could be fired from inside of the assault gun without having to poke your head out to fire it. Fun fact. Armoured car knocked out. Then quickly shoot with the T-54 to try and damage her out the point, not quite working out. Pinmark machine gun halfway done there for the Stug. Some minutes away from the second one. Bulat is just back in great natural here versus IncaUna. Mortar caught here, but not finished off. Katyusha on the way for Bulat. Pinmark machine ready on the Sturmgeschütze. Sehr gut, sehr gut. I know the difference between the Stug, early model Stug 3G and late model Stug 3G is actually late model Stug is more commonly having a coaxial machine gun. Though interesting enough, there's apparently like never like, you know, a standard thing. It's just like some Stugs would have had a coaxial machine gun, some wouldn't have. But it seems like more than often than not they would have had a coaxial machine gun. Fun fact there, by the way. Just going for the conscripts. Katyusha almost done there for Bulat and the event army. The command squad taking a bit of losses here. South here. Disco remains an issue here for IncaUna, keeps forgetting about it. Still rushing forwards here. Nice hit there. T-54 down to less than half health. Katyusha fire here on the packs, which is nicely bunched up. Almost got one on the pack crews. Instead of got machine being off maneuver the conscripts. Gunny's got the southern point ready to neutral. T-76 Stug, field gun the moving up to assist, directly on the Sturmgeschütze. Almost Schützen's one, there you go. Heat shells unlocked. Now it's hit down the field gun by the Stug. On the Stug by the field gun, I got the order mixed up in my head there. Almost got the Stug there. Really close call here for IncaUna. We'll have to see if he goes for another. I'm just going to go for another Panther 4. He could also go for an Ostwind. I really think he should go for a mortar maybe too, though. The Katyusha obviously makes a mortar now look a lot less desirable because we're just getting hammered by the Katyusha, so I guess it's a bit too late for that one. In the south here, though, Gunny's making progress on the victory point there. Very good. We've got 278 to 420 in this regard. Bulat has a huge lead here by IncaUna. Massive. Bigly. Panther 4 fixed up. Almost good to go. Stugo calls also in down your repairs. Shot bounces. Could take out the T-34 with good luck. Ah, shot bounced again. Panther 4 should be able to finish it off there, though. Got the blitzkrieg maneuver, and there we go. T-34 down there. Russische Panzer kaputt. Ivan Brandt. That's a bit morbid, Ludwig, but it's true. Yeah, but you don't have to report on these things. Anyways, T-34 6 on the way for Bulat. There's the T-70 quarter there. Panther 4 close to veteran, halfway to 22, almost there. Stug there, almost good to go again as well. So I was going to go for another Panther 4, which wouldn't be, of course, a half-bad choice. All of us, the infantry and the armor. Still would like to see more, but maybe Panther was not going to be a better investment here for IncaUna. Some more assault infantry could do some good there. Map control, though, still a bit more patchworky, but certainly looks more favourable still for Bulat or IncaUna. Certainly getting a lot more fuel, almost twice as much fuel as the IncaUna per minute. T-34 almost done, Panther 4 almost ready to the front line as well. Stug heading towards the south. Well, the packs. The packs all the way back at the base there. Just moving forward to T-34 arriving, Stug heading southwards. Could catch the T-34 in a bit of a tight spot. Second Panther almost done. I mean, that does give IncaUna quite a bit of like forcey. 2 Panther 4s in a Stug. Good amount of infantry, really some assault weapons. Again, if you had a mortar lead and a smoke screen, I think you can actually make a fairly good push versus Bulat, and I think, you know, cause some heavy damage. But we'll have to see here, though. Theoretically, I mean, you could also use, in fact, if you use the flares to spot ahead for a mortar, that's something. Oh, jeez, that was just a throwing away the Stug. I don't know why I did that. That was just a waste of the Stug there by IncaUna. Thumbs down. Thumbs down, mine here. That was just a waste of a good Stug. I do not know why I would blindly charge into that. Particularly not when you had access to flares. Like, that was just throwing away a good Stug. That was just a waste. Criminal. There was no way that should have happened there. I mean, again, you always use infantry to screen for your Stugs. In fact, that is generally how you put, like, you know, instructions for Stug, you know, infantry division commands that got Stugs attached to them. They were actually meant to, like, you know, attach some of their best infantry, like, you know, escort the Stugs, you know, and not send them in blindly. So, I mean, you know, had Godin been able to get a hold of IncaUna, he'd probably given them, you know, chewed him up quite aggressively. Should reinforcing healing here. Panther 4's being hauled back. So, yeah, that was just a waste of a Stug, like, just an easy kill there for Bulat. I don't know what's good that was supposed to do there because, I mean, that just fed Bulat a lot of free experience. 276 and 394. Flanking the field gun. Heavy machine has been added. Still need some support for the armor with the infantry. Sadly, there's none nearby. Another field gun here for Bulat. And that's really going to necessitate some artillery of some sort from IncaUna. At this point, it probably just have to be mortars. That or a lot of panzer grenadiers. And I don't quite think he's got room for many panzer grenadiers at the moment. But I could be proven wrong. Second, all the way, second field gun halfway down there for Bulat in the Red Army. You got 276 with 392. And he's being pinned down here by the heavy machine gun. After it off there, shot right through the side, did some damage. Then he's setting up their little ambush position. Making the push from the north here with Panther 4s and packs. Some pioneers, some infantry. Oh, the infantry's already backing off though. Which makes such a push here a bit more risky now. We got the Pack 40s awfully explosive close to the front line. Could rush in the Panther 4s to clear up the machine gun. I think that'd be a great idea there. If the Panzer IV could hit, good lord, that's almost like missing from the inside of a barn. Just that shot. I mean, he literally missed a house. How do you miss a house, Jürgen? You're supposed to be a Panzerwaffe gunner and you couldn't hit a house. That's a broadside, you clown. And it's feeling me pushed back here. Machine getting the ace low, but yeah, another tank down here. IncaUna's armor handling this match so far seems a bit suspect. Got the Sun victory point there. I mean, first the Stutt got tossed away, now the Panzer got kind of blown away as well there. This is great for Bulat though. This is amazing. I mean, he's got plenty of resources. Even like loses a tank now, he's going to still be like far ahead of IncaUna. And I'm not entirely sure what IncaUna intend to do about this, really. Also noting he's using the spotting ability on this T-70, a recon mode, a recce mode. Thumbs up there to Bulat, of course. Really good use of abilities there. We also now have an anti-tank Overwatch ready. Oh, this could be pretty good there for IncaUna clearing out the machines that are being going to be machine guns. Pack's almost got the T-34s from 6. And once more escapes, another Stutt here for IncaUna. Can't afford more armor. Besides the Sturmgeschütze. T-50 going in for the command squad at the southern field point up north. Bit of progress being made there as well. T-70's joining in. Now, the T-70's really been a great investment for the lad. Such a great investment. Packs on the move towards there. Cancel the Stutt. Looks like it's going to go for another Panzer IV. T-70 being hold back there with Bulat. Reinforcing for IncaUna. Ace Grenadiers could do a bit of healing on themselves here while they're grabbing the point in ambush mode. Panther for Vetty 2 valleys, just added. Nice there. Keep it rushing forwards. Choose a barrage on the centre. Perhaps hoping to find the Pack 40s there, but they've been moved elsewhere, so lucky there for IncaUna, though. Less lucky for the machine gun crew that does find themselves in the receiving end of and they could choose a barrage. Mortar 8 kills, 8th level. Again, great investment there for Bulat. Great investment. And overall, this gives Bulat, you know, broader suite of combined arms. He's got infantry, machine guns, anti-tank guns, artillery, and armor. Meanwhile, IncaUna, while he has a lot of the elements, absolutely lacks the artillery. That cleared out there by Bulat's forces. Now the Panther 4 there slowly arriving, but really a bad problem here for IncaUna. And there you go. He's just immediately checking around the Pack 4 to try and take out the Panther 4 here, right inside IncaUna's base. Bulat's cheekiness knows no bounds, no limits, no borders. A bit like the Soviet Union. Anyways, T-34 40 currently being routed. Nice hit there on the Jaeger command with the T-34 from 6. Nice shot fired there. Pack being hauled away. This now has 3 anti-tank guns there. That's going to make things further challenging for IncaUna, particularly for that artillery. Or at least a sizable assault contingent of infantry. Second Panther for the ready, adding the pin-up machine already, very good. But it's definitely quite a challenge here for IncaUna. We got 268 versus 312. I mean, IncaUna's like been able to bleed out Bulat somewhat, so I mean, that's a positive here for him. But in other ways, less of a positive. Comes right over the Panther 4, pin-up machine being added. Machine holding up here, ace level, ambushed. Pretending to be an awfully large lump of dirt, I guess.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Katyusha flying away there. Towards the pioneers by the Panther 4 there. IncaUna got a bit lucky there. That Panther 4 got a big fat coat of red on it.
The enemy has silenced one of our anti-tank guns. 300 points stand between us and defeat.
Troops reinforcing healing. T-34 40 for Bulat. 4 kills, veteran G1. Straight for the Pack 40. Panther 4 rushing in here, a bit more chaotically. No infantry support, then we've got another Panther 4 moving in. And he's already blasted with the artillery barrage and can't using the anti-tank guns. Got the T-34. There you go. Now Bulat's turning the tables here on IncaUna. Rams it. Or he's trying to calling the anti-tank Overwatch, but I think he might have called it a bit too soon. Maybe not. Pack 40 there, grabbed back by IncaUna on the looks of it. Close call here for IncaUna. That could have gone disastrously, but at the same time, Bulat didn't really come out of it worse either. So Hard to say that it really came out of that one. Ahead. And moving forwards here, anti-tank against flying well. I think trying to destroy the Pack 40 there. T-71, more dodges, all attempt to knock it out. Another unit wiped out here under IncaUna's command. We got 268 with 286, so he's definitely getting closer to the Bulat in terms of victory points. He's definitely getting there. Panful catching the counter up north, second Panful rank. There you go, damage engine. If this, now this is where great with Bulat you actually had the anti-tank Overwatch, at which point you could probably just like, you know, knock out that Panther 4. That said, he still has plenty of armor, could maybe go for it that way. Jaeger command squad going for the curve point. IncaUna dashes in there, but exposes himself to an awful lot of tank fire, which could leave him in a really bad place. And machine gun being flanked by the T-34 from 6, number 2. 268 with 285, T-48 from the Pack 40. And what will IncaUna go for next? Who knows? More Katyusha fire around the packs here, trying to silence them once more. The rockets are once falling short, except at the ditches and as opposed to any squirrels hiding around the area. Could move the disc edge to the center victory point he wanted to. Patrolling hold back, controlling the northern victory point. Bit of quiet here as IncaUna is pulling back to reorganize, and Bulat is just slowly advancing with no real resistance from IncaUna, as again he's been pulling back. Surprisingly, he's not trying to grab anything. Green like we're up to T70 to grab the point here, since recon mode I believe also allows to grab points. Yeah, it does. But I guess he just doesn't want to grab it, curiously enough. Well, too late for that now. Yeah, almost IncaUna's going to smash straight into the disc. Machine gun is pretty awkward there. One pinned down already. And the rest will soon join. The first gun is going to be pinned down. There you go. Down to just one squad suppressed but not pinned yet. There we go. Everyone pinned. Almost got the northern victory onto the conscripts. Roughing it on the heavy machine gun crew there. Field guns moving forwards here pretty aggressively for Bulat. Panther need repairs, all in is good to go. Keep pushing up there for Bulat. Nicely on the command squad, keep rushing in there. Shooting at the field guns, turning into them. Damage in the T-34 from 6, we got a lot of firing down there. Panther 4 setting out. Should have found the machine gun. Catching the Pack 4 in a pretty compromised position here. T-70 joining with this could be pretty much a death, and if IncaUna loses both of his Pack 40s, in particular if Bulat runs off, and he doesn't need to do that, he just needs to clear them out, at which point it's going to be just the Panther 4s versus several tanks backed up with 2 field guns. And there you go, both Pack 40s knocked out of commission here. Now IncaUna is in really dire straits here against Bulat. Panther rushing forward to hitting a mine or getting hit with the damn anti-tank. Oh, its engine is damaged. Field has been caught a bit here, but the T-Fox could just rush back here and I think catch the Panther Force off guard. He's also close to another anti-tank Overwatch. Feeling they've been cleared out. IncaUna striking hard. Another Panther Force on the way for him. Armor there could keep moving. Also trying to destroy the packs, but yeah, right now that Panther Force could get flanked and just knocked out. Field gun there being held back firm. There you go. Flanking the Panther 4 and ramming down there. Go anti-tank Overwatch here called in. Now it actually been rammed. We could see, yeah, we go. Both Panther Force knocked out. One down, one to go. And that's the ace level Panther Force. Well, there's stuff left behind there to fend off itself. Main gun out. And with that, Bulat shatters it. Now IncaUna's down to just one Panther 4 that's about to hit. But beyond that, he doesn't actually have a lot left against an opponent with multiple tanks and artillery. Grab the flamethrower there again. So there you go. Another Panther 4 here for IncaUna. But the situation remains fairly bleak. Importing our conscripts. Finally, Panther Force the T-70 might be able to take it out finally after a lot of trial and tribulation. There you go. Finally got it, but the problem is Bulat says the T-34s can just replace the T-70 with more T-34s. Situation here remains hazardous. He's not even trying to recruit these one, he's just calling another Pack 40. It seems a bit wasteful anyways. T-34, the fight with the T-34 from the Panther 4 there. Moving forwards here. Shot bounced. That is pretty lucky there for Bulat and pretty unlucky for IncaUna. Can't keep up though. There we go. Ace T-54 knocked out there. Hero of the Soviet Union has perished in fire and flames. We got 255, 285. Another Panther fire, and at that point IncaUna has no armor left. He's got one anti-tank gun, some infantry, some pioneers, and a machine gun. Meanwhile, the rest of the map, they're falling into the hands of Bulat and the Red Army, and he can easily replace his armored losses. He's got plenty of manpower, plenty of fuel. This is no loss for Bulat. He can't easily replace. You see in the south part, get up with the Ace T-34 from 6 there. And as he gets very lucky, which could happen, but you know, probably won't. Oh, apparently it does. Oh, he does get it, in fact, destroys the machine gun entirely. So at this point, IncaUna is in deep scheiße. He's in sauerkraut up beyond his neck. And his options for extracting himself out of this mess seems woefully minimal. Almost got the grenadier squad here. Back here, reinforcing healing for Bulat. Got the southern point here. Yeah, command's got reinforcing up north. Back here, concentrating the point there. Controls the pioneer. Choose your fire off. Pack there, pulling back. Yeah, command squad, so they're taking heavy losses in the process. Bit of heavy fire there. T-34 and 6 almost done. But yeah, IncaUna's options are just near nil. He can't even call in the Stug now, and even then I don't think he'd be able to use the Stug properly. He has proven himself unworthy of the Sturmgeschütz. He has been found wanting. And Bulat had another T-34 and 6, and again he could just keep training them out. He had the population for it, he doesn't, but he could if he had. 260, 36, 285. IncaUna keeps fighting though, keeps believing in something, and I'm not entirely sure what at this point he's believing in. Except perhaps wasting Bulat's time. There we go, GG, game over. And that is it. A loss here for IncaUna, victory for Bulat. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it. Tell friends, tell family, do tell enemies. I'll let you know, comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button, and do consider donating or pledging on Patreon. Links in the description. This is Imperial Linking. Cheers. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.